familiar with charismatic megafauna. Elephants, rhinos, pandas, massive animals that capture the imagination of the public, for better or for worse. But what about charismatic microfauna? If you're the sort of person who watches my YouTube videos, then I imagine you're probably already somewhat familiar with these. Water bears, moss piglets, tardigrades. Tiny creatures, the largest being 0.5 millimeters long, they're found on every continent in every habitat, from jungles to tundra. And tardigrades make up an entire phylum, that is to say that they are at the same level of taxonomic ranking as arthropods and chordates, which are in themselves massive collections of species. The tardigrade group currently comprises of about 1,000 to 1,300 known species, the very first of which were described in the 1770s. These round creatures all possess 4 pairs of legs ending in claws or suckers, but they're perhaps best known for their practical immortality. They are obscenely resilient, having been known to survive freezing, utter desiccation, and even the vacuum of space and cosmic radiation. The claim to immortality is not strictly true. They can go into a state of cryptobiosis, the ultimate hibernation. If it's too cold or too hot, or there's simply no oxygen, then all biological functions of the tardigrade's body are suspended. Being small creatures that don't require very much, this is fairly easy compared to, say, if a human were to attempt it, we would die. But the tardigrade can survive in this state for at least a decade. Without the cryptobiosis stages, the maximum lifespan of a tardigrade is about 2.5 years. But to revive a tardigrade from cryptobiosis, you simply need to pop it back into a moist environment where it will soak up the water and resume normal biological functions. Despite having been found in very diverse habitats, from deep-sea hydrothermal vents to mud volcanoes to the Antarctic, the preferred habitat of most tardigrade species is moss, hence the common name of moss piglet. In the moss they use their mouthparts, or their rostrum, to eat the insides of plant cells, as well as invertebrates smaller than themselves. But if they're so resilient, does anything pose a threat to them? Yes. Larger creatures like snails and worms will eat the moss on which they live, and the tardigrades won't survive the digestive process. So it just goes to show that they're not quite as immortal as popular science articles might tell you.